this is the other woman we can say that this dirtbag, trash can boy, was two-timing, obviously, the both of us with. So we've obviously chatted quite a bit. We've caught up a few times, and we did kind of put two and two together that there was quite a lot of overlapping between our dates. Probably the most standout, I guess, was when he was at the movies with you, would you say?
When we first met. So I went to the movies and it was pouring with rain. We kissed in the rain, and so we were soaking wet. And then
And then he came to mine and he was sopping wet, and he got here and he was like, oh, I'm so wet. And I was like, oh, poor you.
Just had to park far away.
Came up, me and him made out, because obviously we'd seen each other. And
basically kissed already.
So he told me, though, that he was at Chadstone. He sent me a script of all of these pictures of things at Chadstone that he liked, and said that, oh, they were out of his cologne. Boo-hoo.
Yeah, which also happened to me like weeks later.
Oh my God. He used the same lie on Gigi as well, which we're just like, what? The extent that this guy will go to is just next level. So there was that time, and then there was a Saturday, me and him went out for brunch, and then I took him to this plant shop that I really liked, and we went to this like vintage kind of retro shop that he liked. He showed me all this stuff that he liked.
And then took me the next day and showed me all of the things.
Showed her the exact same thing. Took her to the same plant shop that me and him had gone to. And also, these are areas that I hang out quite often.
I didn't realise how close you were.
And we were like, how was he not worried that we would kind of intertwine?
Exactly, because he was being like super affectionate in public.
Yeah, and that one of us would see. But we are potentially trying to conspire a little plan. Just a little one to get him back. Hopefully it works. He's not very bright. Not very bright in the sense that he's not picked up on much. So we will get back to you on that one. But we decided that, you know what, it's about time that these boys get a serving for. Mm-hmm. Because...
tired of waiting for karma.
Yeah, we're serving up karma, and it's coming in extra hot, extra spicy. So stay tuned.
3 days later.
So if you, I guess, watched mine and Gigi's TikTok the other day, you'd see that we were going to conspire a little plan with this little trashy little boy. We were going to try and get him to go on a date with Gigi, and then I was going to rock up and we were going to confront him, because we were just like, you know what, we'd love to just see his face and just call him out on this really terrible behaviour. Because honestly, the emotional damage and what this has done is really, we're just like, it's not right. But last night we got dolled up for a girls' night together, which was lots of fun. And we just kind of decided, we were like, do you know what? Like, he's had this little hold over us for too long, and we were just like, let's just cut our losses and walk away, because we were like, we have taken something that is way better than him away from this situation, which is the friendship between the both of us, and we're both very grateful for that. So we went out, had a girls' night, both got really dolled up, had a blast together. We did post it all over our social media, and he did see this and respond. Obviously tried to gaslight us again, but it is safe to say that the trash has taken itself out. And so I think all I can say is, from this experience, there's definitely lessons from this. Firstly, just you honestly have to protect yourself in this dating world, because it is harsh and you never truly know someone.
The entire time talking about yourself.
I just need to talk about what just happened in my DMs. I kid you not, probably like the most beautiful looking man slid in my DMs, and like he looked familiar because we matched on Tinder. So I responded, and like we just started having a conversation. So he was like, how are you? And I was like, I'm good, how about you? He proceeds to say, I'm bad. And I said, why? And he goes, because you're too far away from me. And I was thinking in my head, oh, that's kind of cute. Okay. I didn't respond for a little bit. He sends me another DM, and it's like one of my Instagram posts. He said, your lips look delicious. I'm like, thanks, babe. Just got my lips done. Glad you think so, you know? Keep in mind, I'm thinking like, oh my gosh, I want to have this man's babies. Like, respectfully, he could ruin my life. Like, I want to marry him. I'm down on one knee at this point. Like, fuck the stereotypes. Let's get married. In my head, I'm thinking this man can run me over, and I would actually apologize. And I'm not even, like, I'm not kidding. If you saw him, you would understand. A little backstory information, he is a model, so obviously he's not hard to look at. This is what got, this is what got me. Proceeds to say, do you want this? I kid you not, he just DM'd me again. I was just gonna kind of fuck around and play, you know? So I said, obviously. Literally just DM'd me again, bro. The fuck? And then he says, you make me. Takes another minute or so to respond to finish that sentence. And then he goes, you make me so... I don't think I can say this word on TikTok. Horn. Then I didn't respond because I'm like, dude, you're so attractive and you just ruined that so fast. Like, I actually wanted to get married to you. And turns out you're just like the rest. Too bad that your face looks like that because... Ugh! With pretty faces just are ruining it. And I don't think he recognizes me from Tinder. I recognized him from Tinder because I literally followed him on Instagram after that. That's like the first guy that I saw on Tinder that I was like, oh my gosh, I'm in utter shock. Now I'm sitting here getting ready, kind of debating on if I should continue fucking with him or if I should just leave him on red for what he just said. I don't really know which route I want to go on, but I just am so mad because he's literally, I kid you not, the most gorgeous man I've ever seen in my entire life. But he ruined it. He ruined it real fast. So I'm never going to respond to my Instagram DMs ever again. Because most of the time when they just say, hey, that's not their intention. They don't want to get married and get down on one knee. Noted.
She's desperate. She got nothing.
Women chase after the top 10% of men and wonder why they keep getting played and end up dating the same man. As you can see, they decided to not go ahead with their plan. They made a wise decision because the only thing that would have happened is he would have laughed in their faces. If you ever catch a woman dating multiple guys at the same time, you know never to take her seriously for a relationship. Take it on the chin and become wiser and move on. You just have to accept that the majority of women these days are not wifey material, and women should accept that high-value men will exercise their options, and it will be extremely difficult to get one of these men to settle down in a long-term relationship.
When will they ever learn?
This Chad could have had his way with her, and I think he still could easily. It just goes to show the difference in emotional responses women have towards Chad and an average guy. Back in the day, women used to look for the things which were important for a long-term relationship, like values, security, and companionship. And it made sense for them to look for these things because women mostly look for relationships. But these days, they confuse a man's physical appearance for the criteria for a long-term relationship, and this leads to their downfall. Physical appearance only represents sexual attraction. It has nothing to do with long-term relationships. And it's about time women acknowledge this and stop confusing the two before it's too late.
It's already too late.
Real men of genius.